Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. It's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. That was a heavy reading on Ghislaine. But what I want to have a look at in this particular reading is I want to have a look at Tom Homan. Now, I did sort of the past-ish life reading on him. Yeah, absolutely, he was. He's known as the Orange Twerp's border czar. Doesn't the Orange Twerp look bad? Oh man, he's like a can of baked beans dropped into the campfire. The heating up, the weak spot's going to go boom. Makeup on the back of the hand. The images of him at the football game where he just looked like there's absolutely no joy in life whatsoever. Just he looks angry, he looks, the swollen ankles, the catheter, he's not a well man. And I'm just going to put it this way, if he wasn't getting the 6+ star health treatment that he's getting being president and ex-president, he would have passed with COVID last regime. Literally, we're talking weekend at Bernie's type stuff at the moment. But I want to have a look at Tom Homan. I just want to have a look at the ghastly piece of work that he is. Using my runic tarot. I know it's a fairly dark deck. I'm hoping the light will be okay down on the table here because it's a sunny day outside and I'm about to head into the garden. But I want to have a look at Tom Homan. If I didn't say that already, entertainment only for you lovely censor people out there, or censor bots, I should say. Oh, speaking of bots, if you see any posts about books by Eva Hartley or Darian whoever or anything like that going, oh, manifesting book, spiritual book, whatever it is, and it looks like the same post over and over, just completely ignore them. All us readers are getting hit by their spam bots, and I don't understand the purpose of them. I mean, I suppose they're trying to get people to go away and Google it for some reason, but don't Google it. Don't worry about reporting. Don't put any comments below it because otherwise I've got to remove your comments before I report them and get rid of them. Because if you're still on there as a comment, then I don't know. I hope you don't run the risk of getting reported and blocked. But just be aware, all over them, horrible things. Yeah, horrible things. But we're all getting hit by them. So just ignore them. I go through every day and I remove them again. Report, remove, again and again. Horrible things that they are. Okay, so I want to have a look. I mean, that pretty much describes Tom Homan as well, that devil card. Come on, light. Come on, pick me up. It's picking up that in the background. I do apologise. One day I will have my own office and I can control the light a lot better, putting some shades on and things like that. Waiting for a call from the real estate agent because it looks like we are very hopefully, fingers crossed, touch wood, the best offer in for a property, but we'll see how it goes. But I want to have a look at Tom Homan. Now, he's come out today and he said he doesn't know what happened to the 8 men that he sent to South Sudan. Oh, yeah, that's how I pronounce it anyhow. He claims that they are free. However, the South Sudanian officials have said that they are in custody being screened. Now, South Sudan is just recently out of a civil war. It's a very, very new country, broke away from Sudan itself. These 8 men, they're from Miramar, which is near China, Cuba, well, you guys know where Cuba is, Vietnam, again, Asia, Laos, and Mexico. None of them are from any of the African continent countries. Why send them to just anyhow? Ghastly piece of work that Tom Homan is. Show me, what does the future hold for Tom Homan? Well, he's going to be fully outed. 10 of Wands. the burden of what he's doing is going to be planting the seeds of the future going forward. And then we've got that Chariot card, which is my card for the military moving in. History's not... I read the other day on him in regards to his past life that he's come into this lifetime to make amends for the past life, and he chose not to. Tom Homan is... He's behind him and Miller. Should call it the Homan. There's no L. Homan and Miller concentration camp in Florida. I do not understand why that camp has not been stormed and torn apart. And to be honest, I think this is the sort of energy that we need in the United States at the moment, in that if you let it be, it'll be type thing. I don't understand why, 3,000 people haven't upped their pitchforks and flaming flaming lanterns and stormed the that concentration camp. But let's have a look. What does the future hold for Tom Homan? Ghastly piece of work that he is. You want that one? What does the future hold for Homan? I feel like I didn't finish up properly the other day. That's why I'm doing this. What does the future hold for Tom Homan? Feels like they dropped an L somewhere in his history. Don't ask me why. It just feels like it should have an L in there. Okay, come on down. This card jumped out. I've got my cheat sheet over there, my notes there. What does the future hold? Right, the Eight of Cups. It is about fleeing, walking away while the crusty old dragon is chewing the dead wood in the foreground there. Is he the squirrel or is he the crusty old dragon? Let's see where this goes. The symbols we've got, this one is about a festering ulcer that has not yet been, that needs to be healed. This one here is, what am I looking at here on my cheaty sheet? It's backwards joy, comfort and pleasure. So it's discomfort, unpleasurable, that sort of energy. And this little figure here up here is chariot, travel, journey and evolution. So this is the energy that he's stewing in at the moment. I think he's the dragon down here. It's his history, his past. Times have moved on. But I just get he's in this festering wound, this ulcer of his past life. And he's in a place of discomfort and no joy and just unpleasant energy. Okay, see where it goes. Challenges, or the three of, is he going to flee overseas? Because this is the plan coming to fruition, or this could be the deportations. That his challenge is his plan of deporting. Thank you. Because it's not of this time. They're bringing forward this 1930s Germany time. He was from the past reading, he was the instigator of the brown shirts, which was the paramilitary, but he was killed by Hitler 1934, I believe, after creating the brown shirts who were doing this sort of deportation energy. He's brought the same energy into this time. The foundation is having to surrender at the point of the sword. The swords of truth pointing at him, and he's having to surrender his own truth. He's repeating now. He was re-given the lesson to learn, and he's not learning it. In the past, we've got the Five of Pentacles, betrayal, out in the cold, abandoned, unable to get into the church. And I think this is the energy he's brought from his past life. Feeling of being betrayed, feeling of being thrown out and abandoned, and I did everything that you wanted me to do. I fought your battles and now I've been abandoned. That's the energy he's brought forward from his past life. Crowning this reading, we've got the King of Swords, wielding a strategy. It is a double-edged sword, so just beware. The immediate future, the Queen of Cups, trying to keep a lid on the emotions. I think he's just going to get more rabid, or rabid, however you like to pronounce it. Trying to keep a lid on his emotions, trying to keep his emotions under control. It's almost like no matter how much he does, it's not enough, is the feel I'm getting here. Externally, judgment. He's going to face judgment. A future for Homan. Internally, working together with others in partnership. Okay. Hopes and fears. Rape, pillage, Ten of Pentacles. That's going to be his legacy. He sees it. He sees his legacy as being strong attacking energy, but history will show it as the raping and pillaging. Okay, his outcome: circle of support, the Hermit. Could be celebrations as he's forced to retreat, and then death. Self-imposed isolation. CWA. Is he going to go to Cuba? Looks like CCUA. Might do. Wouldn't surprise me. Where it's an ending for him. Delusional. Entrapped with his family. Two of Wands. The plan is going to bring down the wrath upon him with that 7 and the World. It's an ending. Again, we've got this. I'm always drawn to Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark, where the Nazis peer into the Ark and they all fade away to nothing. 9 of Pentacles, living a life of luxury of his own making, but 3 of Swords, betrayal. Someone's going to betray him. He's going to feel betrayed and cut off. Okay, I'm basically getting there that he is very possibly... Why am I getting Cuba? What a strange place. Okay, Tom Homan. I mean, it never ends well for these people. Never. Is he going to flee to Cuba? Is he going to flee to Cuba? Page of Cups. Unexpected, out of left field. You've got the ocean in the background there. Something taking him by surprise. Challenged by the King of Wands. Fiery action being taken. Could be the deportations here at the foundation with that 3 of Wands. In the past, inflammatory messaging coming forward already. Could be considering his options, his plans of going overseas. Is it Cuba? Tossed out of the ranks. Fall guy, and the ranks closing behind him with that 6 of Pentacles. We've got the Strength, the compassion, the Chariot. So it's the immediate future. He's going to be showing some sort of compassion. And then you've got the moving forward, moving on with the Chariot externally, internally, we the people, or whomever this King of Cups is this new leader that's coming through. I don't think we've seen them yet, or we have, but we haven't narrowed down who it is. 8 hopes and fears, the 8 of Wands. A lot of information coming forward about what he has done. The 6 of Wands, the surrender. Page of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Documentation coming out, higher authorities, his indolence, who's going to come and bite him on the bum with that Wheel of Fortune, about the kidnappings and the stealings of people. We've then got the Defiance, the work behind the scenes, so the 5 of Wands, the 3 of Pentacles, with the Star of Hope and Healing, and then scarpering off with that 8 of Cups again. Scarpering off. The Lovers, trying to keep a lid on things, feeling himself with the 8 of Swords, feeling himself trapped, coming to some sort of agreement with betrayal that's going to bring about his ending. So there wasn't sort of 10 of Swords, there wasn't the Death there. I think he's going to flee and be let flee. And is it Cuba? Why am I getting Cuba? Let's just grab my yes, no cards and pull one randomly. There's 12 yeses, there's 12 no's, and there's 2 blanks. I know some of them have got smudges on the back, but I have no idea what those smudges, what cards they're on. Got a no and a no, so not Cuba, and a no. So not Cuba, but why am I getting Cuba? I want to work this out. Why? Okay. Let me just grab why am I predictions deck? Sorry, predictions deck by Trish James. Why am I getting? I mean, I know that was the wording in the. It looked like. Oh, that was those 2, 3 are over. Why am I getting Cuba? Very slippery cards. Why am I getting Cuba? Banking currency. So you got a... This one was actually showing itself before I started shuffling when I split the deck. So offshore account, perhaps? Wouldn't surprise me. They've all got bloody offshore accounts. Why am I getting Cuba? Airborne toxins. This one keeps popping up. Just about every time I pull a card. Oh, you want that one? And cyclone damage. I think he must have a bank account there because we've got airborne toxins, cyclone damage, and heavy burden there. Thinking when the cyclone comes through for the concentration camp, it's just going to be too much. It's going to be too much. Going to have to sort these. Stockpile card was there. Because they're slippery, they like to flip over on me. Why am I getting Cuba? Does he have AI tech and he's harmfully compromised? So he's out of there. He's absolutely, he must have an offshore bank account. And when it all goes to custard in Florida, he's out of there because he's compromised. Absolutely compromised. I wonder if AI is hacked and that's why he gets compromised. Is his money going to be there? Spreading, mutating. I get that one all the time too. Another one that's flipped over there. Shadow ruler. Might be when Shady steps in as well. Or Miller. Tornado winds. Yeah, it's in this concentration camp. It's destroyed in a hurricane. And we end up with a health crisis. He's out of there. But I'm not sure why I'm getting this AI tech. Oh, hacking that compromises him. Could be about the money that he makes. I'm sure he's got shares in one of these prison, the ones that are actually building the concentration camps. Sure of it. And I think the information's going to come out there and he's going to be compromised big time. I keep going on the bottom. Controlled narrative, military action, stay put, mainstream news, consequences, damage done, new rules, future time, joining forces. There's Fleon, changes coming. And we've got the moon, and we've got volcanoes, and we've got the sun, and we've got the uprising and rebellion. So what I'm getting is that not only is he financially compromised, I suspect would I be right? Okay, I'm going to say entertainment only just in case I haven't already said it. I'm feeling that from what I understand or what I've read, I believe he has shares in a company, or one of his companies or something along those lines is involved in building these concentration camps. And when this one in Florida is hit and destroyed, and there's major issues that go with that, he's compromised, absolutely compromised, and he's going to be, again, another fall guy. And I think he's going to flee, but I think he's going to be let go. I don't think he's going to be held accountable, other than the fact that his life going forward is going to be horribly compromised. Love to see him put in one of his own prisons, but that's just the vibe I'm getting. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Love to you all. Take care, please. Look after yourselves. Be aware, but don't immerse yourself in what's going on. For those, the 17th, you're having your huge rally. Yes, stay safe, stay peaceful. It's the 16th today, so I suspect for you guys it'll be in 2 days' time. There is online, I'll see if I can find it. At this stage, there's about 1,600 locations. I think it's called, is it the No King's Day, or is it The no troubles. Lewis. The good trouble. It's a Lewis remembrance march or something along those lines. I'm sure you guys will sort it out. Feel free to post it in the comments and I'll pin them. Okay, catch you later.